Hi, Milos! All right, I'm going to do your hour of spiritual healing now. So, I'm to focus on balancing emotional, mental, physical. You've got weakness in your body, in your legs and voice, tiredness, and feeling exhausted all the time. So, I actually, before I get started, I connected with your soul and I asked your soul, where is it that you need healing the most? And so, I'm going to follow your soul into those spaces, okay, Milos? And that's what I'm going to do for you today. This is a really big deal. So, I'm seeing you here with me. This is a reflection of your soul, your infinite reflection here with me. I'm sitting in a chair. I am in a relaxed state. I have my crystal ball in my hands, and then Milos, you're interacting with me here as well. It's sort of as if you're on one knee and then looking up at me. I say I'm healing you today. I'm healing you where you need healing the most. Not necessarily what hurts in this life now, but what is most valuable for your soul's journey in this lifetime, in previous lifetimes, and in future lifetimes. What would make you feel most happy, Milos? There is a delay or a distance between an answer. I'm seeing an angel quite large coming down before me. It's far clearer what it looks like. The wings are really outstretched. Each individual feather can be seen visibly. It's got white but also blue and sort of grayish color. It has almost like the effect of eagle wings that are ready to fan inward, but don't quite fan inward yet. I'm not allowed to see the angel's face, only the wing, this one wing. There's more purple to the color. It's as if the wings can actually change hue. Like a mood ring, like mood wings. The purple color is becoming more intense. It's got more of a sort of magenta color to it now, like a pink purple. And now even pink. Some parts are pink, some parts are pink purple, some parts are purple, some parts are gray. Some parts are grayish blue. Some parts are white. There's a part of you that feels like giving up. There's a part of you that wants to let go. I see where you were at one knee and now you are sort of just laying down. I am touching your head. I am helping you feel peaceful and relaxed. I am helping your heart to feel at ease and not feel the stress and weight of life. There is an exploration of helping you sleep better, more peacefully, without feeling pain. There are different colors. They're showing me this teal color. It has to do with you, Milos. It's like on the floor, but also somehow intertwined with your identity. You're quite relaxed and feeling peaceful right now. Okay, to describe the next image, some part of your arm just turned around the angel, so it's looking in this direction, and I too turned around. We were both looking in this direction while you were laying on the floor, sort of along your side, and then your face is facing us. So then we are facing you, you're facing us. We are standing, you are laying down. Some part of you has no hand. It's just showing me that it comes to a rounded part here on the wrist. It has to do with wanting to be in control. Wanting to be in control without the physical force of a hand. And then us doing as you request of us. Which we do. We're doing this because you need our help. There's so much love and energy here. We are open to your needs. That is what we are here for, to help you feel better. There's some part of you stuck on a nail. Some part of you feels like you're stuck and you can't. It's like the nail goes through a sweater and you're dangling, and it's like you can't get the nail out and you can't undo the sweater, and you're just hooked there. You're dangling there. You can't get off of the hook. You can't reach your feet to the ground so you can walk away from this. You're stuck there. You're stuck in the experience. We are taking the nail out of the wall and helping your sweater to be a part of your body. In this image, we are helping your feet to touch the ground. Some part of you has a lot of anger. But you really want to let go of this. You're tired of this feeling. You're tired of other feelings that it's just too much strength and energy to feel that way anymore. We are welcoming you to smile or to feel other ways that are a lot easier on the body. Anger takes a lot of energy, whereas smiling seems to fill you with energy, right? When you smile, you feel far more energetic than when you're angry and upset. You'll end up putting yourself to bed pretty quick. It's like kids who throw a temper tantrum. Eventually, they will get tired. But if they're giggling and smiling and laughing, they can play forever, you know. Eventually, they get tired too. But there's something better about smiling than about being in an angry way. It's a lot more joyful for everybody. And your body experiences joy from it as well. You are coming to the angel. You are asking for a hug. The angel is giving you a very long hug. You're wanting to lay down again. The effort is too much. Even this brief moment is now we are completing it and you're ready to lay down again. There is some energy that is being lifted from the heart. It's a heavy weight, and so it's coming out and helping you feel lighthearted. Some part of you feels emotional from this. And you also feel very tired again. They're showing me an image where it's a contraption. So it's like a spring door that could go down all the way and then spring up and down and up and down. Depending if there's heavy weight on it, it'll just be straight down. But then if there's no weight on it, it just sort of bounces back up. Well, you are a weight on this door here. It's not fully down because you're not standing on it. You're actually sort of caught by something against a wall, and it's like a noose. And so you're sort of halfway down on the door and then kind of sort of, I don't know, it's not made out of rope though. It's more made out of like a metal, like a nail that's curved, and then it's curved around the neck. You can't pull it out. You can't unscrew it from the wall. You can't move the metal to get your head out from underneath it. So you're just sort of in this weird way. It's uncomfortable. You can't escape it. You can't be in control of it. It is in control of you. So I am evaporating this sort of curved nail thing. It's like a hook, metal hook. Now you can stand on your feet, but the door is, you are lighter than the door spring, so the door now is springing closed and you are flinging inside of a room. You are weightless against the force or strength of the door. Has to do with life experiences that have more power than you. You're sort of enclosed in a dark space. It's sort of like, kind of like a mousetrap kind of contraption. It's sort of like now you are trapped in, it's like you are trapped, imprisoned in an experience. But the thing is you don't seem, you're not scared, you're not, let me out of here. You're just sort of, this is the way it is. And so you're just accepting it. And you're still laying down and you don't seem to care. You're just laying down and that is all. It's dark in here, and the darkness is not disturbing. It's just an inspiration to sleep for a while. Some part of you feels lifeless. When I go to you to try to wake you up or move you out of here, it's sort of limp all over, like I'm collecting a doll that has no, it doesn't have any stick parts, so it's just sort of lifeless in that way, but very light as well. You are being forced to be taken care of. You can't, it's not allowing, the conditions are not allowing you to take care of yourself. You're being forced to be taken care of. Thing is you're starting to accept this. Because it's as if there's no other way. And you're becoming, it's sort of in an acceptance of that reality. Because there's no other way. You have no choice. So for you to get out of this, you will need somebody to take you out of this, basically. So I'm just sort of still, I'm looking at all the scenes. I'm looking at the idea of taking you out of here. I'm looking at asking you if you want to be taken out of here. Where do you want to go? Do you want me to rebuild your strength? What would make you happiest? I hold your hand, look into your eyes, and I say, what would make you feel happiest? So we can do anything here. This is spirit realm. We can do whatever we want here. You can be as strong as you want to be here. You can go wherever you want to go. You can be whoever you want to be. You don't have to live by the human rules. Shall we grow your body back and give you some bones and muscles and some strength, and we can go do whatever you want to do? You seem to be exploring that idea. You're standing up on two sturdy legs. You are pushing the door down. We are walking out of the trap. You're really tall. I mean, you look like you're a basketball player. I mean, there's something about the athleticism that they're exhibiting here with you having your strength back. You feel taller and stronger. Taller and stronger than most men. You just are exhibiting what is a man who feels taller and stronger than most men. You're giving it a try. You're going to see what this is like. We're playing sports. You are playing basketball. There's something about athleticism here. Athleticism where you're not having to try too hard to accomplish. So if you want to slam dunk it, you can. It's not hard for you to get to the basketball hoop because you're already there. There's still a real just despite what we're trying to accomplish, this you feeling like you can be athletic or you regain your strength. There's still, even in this experience, this daydream, this fantasy experience, there's still a part of you that is whispering how tired you truly are. This is fun to daydream, but the reality is I still feel exhausted, and the exhaustion is not going away from this. I'm doing it this way. I see a man, there's a hole in the floor, and there's something inside that's pulling him downward. He's losing his grip on the wood. He's being pulled into a dark place. There is an entity helping pull him in here. Entity is laying him on a table. The ground or atmosphere is like lava, but it's dark in some patches, like cooled and then burning in other patches. It's dark, except for what are lines of really hot lava still in between cooled lava. Okay. This is a dragon man. He's got wings like a dragon, but he's got the body of a man. You're laying on a table, and this dragon man he's not very nice, but I'm not feeling a grotesque sensation from him. It's just part of the wisdom that they're sharing right now. He has a knife, and he puts it into you in different places to inspire pain. I am taking the knife and evaporating it. I am speaking to this dragon and asking him. I'm just having a conversation with him about what is this, why, what can we do here. He says, you know what this is. It's talking about souls choose life experiences. And sometimes you can't. The soul has to go through the experience. The soul has to go through the experience. And there are entities that help the soul to have the chosen experiences. And so when you're in a sort of a serious medical condition, sometimes there's so many different reflections. It's an infinite universe. Why do things have to happen the way they happen? Well, souls, it's meant for the soul experience, meant for the soul learning. Sometimes it's an echo from a past lifetime, and there's so many reasons for it. This guy is telling me that soul is choosing to endure an experience of pain in this incarnation, and it's part of my role or my job to ensure that it's being experienced as requested. He's not evil. I'm telling you, there's nothing disturbing about him. He's very neutral. He's not joyful. He's not evil. He's just neutral. He has a role that he is playing out right now. They're asking me if it concerns me to see this. I say, I understand it. I can't. Sometimes life happens in a way that the soul must have the experience. So how can we help things become as comfortable as they can be? That's what I'm talking to them about. What can we do to help Milos with this? They're asking me, what are you doing right now? I'm saying, well, I'm sharing love and healing with him. Saying that is helping him. You say, okay, I am allowed to do additional efforts in this room. I am allowed to make the table invisible and have him standing up before me, holding his hand. We are standing here talking to this entity. Entity is not using a knife on Milos this time, and I'm telling Milos we can come out of the hole now. Aren't you ready to come out of the hole now? We are climbing a ladder. We are going out of the hole. While you come out, a part of you still feels like it is trapped in this space. Saying, Milos, doesn't matter the experience. You never are trapped. Come here with us so we can share love and energy with you. There is some version of sadness or letting go of life itself. Thing is, I do not feel anything dark or disturbing about what I'm seeing or the choices being made. In fact, there's a part of me who understands. I am sharing love in that space and creating balance. They're saying there are other spaces they want to show me. Spirit shows me. Again, the feeling of letting go is the only way I can describe it. Letting go of life experience. And it's welcoming. And it's not dark. It's not evil. It's not disturbing. It's just a choice, right? It's a choice. So. And all choices are, there is an angel all the time, everywhere. And angels taking care of things, angels making sure there's balance and the appropriate soul goals are being met and that sort of thing. Thing is so this scene where I see you in this sort of, there's a room that basically a wooden floor. It's been bashed in around and broken in, so the boards are a little bit off and it's just completely dark in there, right? You go out down in there, there's all this fiery stuff, there's a dragon man. And so all of that has just been let go, right? And you just choose to stay down there when you don't have to. But the thing is it's not necessarily you choosing to stay in darkness. It just feels like you choosing to go to sleep now. It's how it feels. And the thing is no matter what that looks like, I see, feel, experience, and know there's an angel there at all times. Even in that moment, there's angels. There are angels. And I know everything is safe and correct and balanced and in balance. Despite what everything looks like, it's always in balance. That's what they're saying too. Part of the message is, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, it's always in balance. There's some scene here. There's a wall of white rocks, and then there's some sort of dirt with grasses growing upward, and there's a man who's making one very big step up here and then pulling the rest of his body up, and so his leg just becomes extremely stretched out and long, and it just goes right up here, and then the rest of him goes up too, and now he's normal size, and then he's walking up this sort of, dune of dirt and grass. On the other side is, it's sort of like, okay, so it's almost like you're on top of like a great wall or something, and the wall is made out of white rocks, and then in the center of it's just a little bit of a grassy knoll, basically. And so when you're standing up there, you see on the horizon, it just feels like it goes forever, and it's a beautiful landscape. It's just a natural landscape. And way over here, there's a city. The city is really pretty. It's kind of fairy tale looking. There's a massive, beautiful fairy tale like castle in there as well. Thing is, you look like a man from modern times. Like, then this looks like olden times. You step down from this rock wall, this white rock wall. It's a very big step down. But you're ready to explore what's on the other side of the wall. You're walking through trees. You feel heightened senses. You feel more alive. You look like a knight. You have pure white skin that seems to be glowing underneath metal armor. But there's nothing that covers the face. It's sort of like chain link over around, like a hat, it goes over the head and then covers just right here to the face and then the neck. And then you're wearing other sort of armor, but I just see your face is white and sort of glowing underneath this. And then you're walking through woods. You're walking alone and you're doing just fine. You seem to know where you're going. You have a really big, heavy sword. Sometimes you feel like using it to chop into a tree like you're going to cut it down. Sometimes you use your sword to kneel down on the ground. Take a moment of rest, look up to the sky, feel light upon your face. And it's a spiritual experience, although it also feels like you're physically tired. You never cut a tree down with the sword, but there's something to that. The sword it's not an axe, but yet it's being used in that manner. And only for a brief moment before you use it to sort of kneel down on the ground and then look up into heaven is the only way to describe it. Oh, I did not mean to be yawning here. Let's see. You're still in the position of looking up, and then there's like glow upon your face, or your face is glowing, or it's glow upon the face. And then there's birds that are yellow and sort of singing and chirping and just right here next to you. You're ignoring them. You still feel full of peacefulness. You are absorbing even more energy of light. It's actually filling not just your face, but it's going into you, and I can feel it in your chest region as well, and sort of digestive region too. It's starting to flow into you like you just drank light water, and it's just filling all like into your fingertips and everything, into your legs and toes and all of that. You're just feeling really full of light. You're continuing to focus on this, and it's still absorbing into you in all these places. It's really beautiful. There's something of an angel coming out the backside of you. It's like you have angel wings, but actually it just turned into an angel coming out of the backside of you. It's just a little angel. It's really cute. It's like a 6-year-old kid, like gorgeous, thick brown hair. It's kind of longer, and wearing some sort of white robe, really cheerful, and little angel wings. It's so cute. Something that feels better. There are other angels coming down surrounding you. There's a big massive, it's sort of a peach colored angel of light coming down, and it's associated with this part of your third eye here. And then also it's sort of kind of here and then up like that. So something's coming out the back of the head as well, just old energy stuff, but let's see. I'm telling you, you're feeling more and more purified. You're feeling better and better and better. They keep showing me the image what are this little angel that came out the back, right, is still standing behind you. And then you have two angels over here. They look a lot like this one as well. So they're sort of levitated, and they're not massive. Like, angels can be so humongous. They just feel like they could be so massive. And these are just little guys. They're like maybe 4 feet tall or something. And so there's two here in front of you and one behind you. That makes three. So you're sort of standing in a triangle of how they're making a triangle. You're in the inside of it. And then there's this one that's just coming down. It's sort of a peach, and then I can just see the light through it. I'm not yawning. It's like you're feeling tired, right? And then I get to. But I'm not. It's like I'm doing just fine here. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. It's appropriate. There's a blessing of some kind. There's a blessing of energy they're placing upon your head. These little angels, these younger ones, are just giggling and smiling and filling with so much happiness and joy. It's radiating off of them, and it's going straight into you. And the more they giggle and laugh, the more happy and just the more love is experienced. And this sort of peach-colored one is like a really massive female angel. And she's got like a peachish, pinkish hue. Every part of her is pink, pinkish peach. And her face is so beautiful. Her hair, and then just her wings, her outfit, her color, her everything is specifically this. Just this. Pink, like a pinkish peach color. And she is leaning down and giving you a kiss right here on the third eye. You are looking up to her. Thing is, you don't see any of this going on. It's as if you're in prayer. And through this, you're connecting with heaven, when in all reality, all of this is actually taking place as you pray. You are not wavered away from the moment of connection or prayer or spiritual experience. These birds are chirping so happily, and they're quite distracting, but you are not distracted by them. And you're serious in the experience. You're standing up, you feel like you've gotten your strength back. You're taking quite a drink of water. You feel so much stronger again. I mean, you feel super strong. You feel totally rejuvenated. You feel like you can get back on your way. Oops, I'm sorry. Need to plug that there. All right, sorry about that. So let's see what happens next here. You're gathering your things. You have a helmet now. You're on the back on the trek. You're ready to continue moving forward. You're really making your way back to the castle. They're saying back to the castle, or are you going to greet the castle for the first time? Saying, well, it seems like you would belong in a castle the way you're dressed, but it is true. You were a man on one side of the fence. On the other side, you look like a knight. I really feel that is the truth. I really feel that it is you are going to the castle for the first time. It feels like you have a message that you are trying to relay to somebody there. It's the way it feels. There's quite a woods here between you, where you are now, and then the castle. It's a long journey to get there. Then along this journey, there's many moments where you have to stop and pause and take a break. You would have to sleep in the woods many times before you finally reach the castle. There's other things. You'll have to catch food. You'll have to find water. You'll have to do other things. You do quite a lot of praying along the way. It seems to be a regular habit. You don't feel concern about timing. You know you're going to get there when you're meant to. You're not rushed. You're not in a hurry. You're going to get there when you're meant to. And that seems to be perfectly fine. You have a message that's important, but life is what it is. You can't get there any faster than this. You still have to eat. You still have to drink water. You still have to do other things. And so you just take each day, one day at a time, and you get everything done that you were meant to, and you just accept that this is the best you can do each and every day before you can get, to your final destination. They say you will reach your final destination. It's a joyful experience. It's going to be great. When you get there, it's going to be a celebration. That's what it feels like. When he gets there, it feels like everybody has missed them. It feels like everybody has been waiting to see him. Everybody has known he was going to be coming. There is a door opening, and there are many people on the other side of it. They are welcoming him in. There's quite a... So you have a super castle, right? And there's all these this sort of town on the inside of what is a really big, long... it's a big stone fence. It's really, really tall. So it's that, and then you have a rounded wooden door. And so they open it up, and you can go on the inside of the fence, and now you're in the village, and then there's the super castle. They're just showing me you standing outside the door, looking in, and the door's open, welcoming you, and there are many, 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 many faces in here. It was just so happy that you would finally come. So happy to see you. Really excited. I mean, there are people of all different ages, all sizes and shapes. This one woman really captures my attention. I don't know what it is, but there's something really lovely about her smile. She's kind of... I don't know, she's kind of heavier set. There's something really warm about her. Like if you gave her a squeeze, it's like so much... It's just so much to hug, I don't know what it is, but there's just so much of her to hug. But there's something so motherly and nurturing about her energy. She's just like such a divine woman. Because she's just something really motherly about her. It's just something so warm and nurturing about her, and I love her smile. All I can see is her. I can tell she bakes pies. There's something about, she kind of is dressed like a townswoman. And like I just see her baking pies. That's all I can think about. When I look at her, baking really yummy desserts. And it's sort of in that way that you got to eat all your dinner and then you get your dessert. But dinner is great, dessert is great. She takes care of everything. The house is clean. She just makes sure everything is taken care of. And you don't feel like you have to lift much of a finger because she really takes it as her role to make sure you're comfortable and you're happy. Not only the adults, but the children too. She would be like such a woman, Such a lovely woman. It just makes sure the man of the house is really tended to in every way. Make sure the children are really taken care of, and make sure everybody is so happy and smiling so big. When I see her, I just see all of these things. All of the reasons why I am just so happy that she's here. I'm just so thankful. It's just such a blessing. She's the one that I keep looking at. She's the one I can't stop seeing. She is the one that captures my attention. And it's a very warm feeling that I get in my heart when I see her. I'm actually slightly surprised to see her here. I'm experiencing being you now, looking in, seeing her and saying, wow, what are you doing here? But it's you that's here. I actually am really happy to see that you're here. I didn't know you were going to be here. They're saying that is what it feels like. That's something having to do with soulmates. It's just, running into each other again. It just feels like a long time since I saw you last, but yet it doesn't feel like any time passed at all. And I know you. There's so many people, so many soulmates, you know. It's like sometimes you meet somebody, and it's like, I feel like I've met you before, and I feel like maybe it was a while ago, but yet no time. It's like, where have you been all my life? But yet you're here. I know you. There's something about this, but it's on a spiritual level. It's like a soul that ran into a soul it hasn't run into in an infinite universe for a while, but yet I knew it all along, and I don't know. There's something about the connection. It's a glorious reunion. It's a really happy. It keeps getting happier and happier and happier. It keeps filling with more and more joy. In fact, it becomes so happy that you're taking a step forward and you're ready to go and embrace her. And I mean, you're going to pick her up and hug her. I mean, she's not a particularly tall woman. Like, she's got a lot up here. She's pretty rounded. Like, she's got a lot of womanliness, and she's not particularly tall. She's probably like 5'4" or something. You're tall. You're showing up like maybe 6 foot tall or something, but she seems even shorter still. But you have no problem putting your arms around her, lifting her up, and then just giving her a big hug, and she's like, I love you. You're just happy to see her. You're gonna go in and you're gonna lift her up and give her a really big hug. That's what this feels like. You're taking a step, and now both your feet are on the wooden sort of bridge piece. You haven't gone through the gateway yet. You're thinking. You're smiling. You're looking around at this castle. You're looking behind you. You're sort of like, is this for real? Yeah. It feels good. It feels right. But there's a moment of pause or hesitation before you say, okay, I'm ready. You're taking another step forward. Just one step. You just feel delayed. You just feel like, I'm just checking things out first. I'm not going to run in there yet. I just want to check things out really quick. They're encouraging you to let go, and it's okay. There's a reason you're here. It's okay to let go. You seem to understand this now. There's quite a release of energy. It feels like like a balloon that was attached to somewhere in your back, but like wrapped around your heart, and then everything just went backwards. It's just when you let go, suddenly you disconnect like a slingshot that's now going way back there. And before it was just tugging on you no matter where you go. This like experience of stress or whatever is just tugging on you. You let go, and now it just slingshots backward, and you walk through this gateway now. You're fine now. You know it's time. You walk through the gateway, and there are many voices here, many people surrounding you and sharing love. This one is male that keeps showing his face. He's wearing some sort of green outfit. He's got sort of blondish hair. I mean, this scene is sort of like fairy tale-like, or villagers from castle days is kind of what it looks like. And he's wearing a green outfit and green sort of stretch pants type thing, and something green that he's wearing. It's kind of doesn't look like normal material. It's not like cotton. It's sort of like a sackcloth or something. And then he's got it this sort of hanging, and it's green. And he's got blondish hair, and it's sort of a fringe, and then it comes down. It's not particularly tidy, but I don't really care about it. I'm just so happy to see a smile. He's got an oversized nose for being skinny. He's a skinny man. He's got a noticeable nose. I'm giving him a big hug. I can squeeze him really tight and pick him up too. He's really glad that I saw him and chose to acknowledge him. He really wanted me to acknowledge him. I saw him at the gateway as well. And I kept looking at him, but then I couldn't help it when my eyes caught that woman. I just couldn't help it. Then I went back and now I'm seeing him and he's really glad that I made a point to acknowledge him. That was important. He just really wanted you to know that he was there. There's just so many people, different sizes, different heights, different shapes, male, female, kids, adults. You're walking through, you want to go somewhere, there's somewhere you want to see. All the townspeople are here greeting you at the gate. You're walking through the crowd, and then now you're just walking on your own, and you're ready to go to the castle. Everything's quiet. There's nobody anywhere else. You're walking through a deserted town is basically what it's like. There's actually chickens or just running randomly. You're a strong man. You're strong in courage as well. You have very strong feet too. Strong legs. You are strong in motion. But this reflection of you is not an egotistical man. He's just wearing the outfit, right? But he knows where he is going, what he is doing. He is confident and sure of his steps. He is walking, he's almost to the castle itself. There is also a wooden door that is opening and welcoming him in. He goes in without hesitation. I see the man I saw in the woods again, the one that was looking upward, and then his face became really bright, full of light. The birds now are around his shoulders too. 2 yellow birds. He's entering the castle. This is important. There's something here in the center of this entryway. It's like a table with a massive vase and massive flowers, and the flowers are sort of spun slightly, so all the stems are like in a twirl. I can see through the vase to see that. It's quite ornate. Everything is. There's even ornate... I don't know. Somehow the stonework is extremely well designed, and it's not like blocks of stone. These are carved blocks and make a gorgeous design with a gorgeously designed table with this gorgeous face and these gorgeous flowers. Everything is gorgeous in here. I explore you sort of... Okay, so I see 2 scenes. One scene, you walk in and you try and break the vase, or you have like a moment of aggression. It never fully completes itself because that is never your intention. Your intentions are good. So they show that the vase is never going to fall off and the table will never spill because those are not your intentions. You were going to stairs, now you're going up the stairs. Everything is getting dizzy or wavy. It's harder to get through the stairs going upward. It's getting dizzy and wavy. But you're determined to make it to the top. So, we have this awesome entryway. There's stairs over here. You're walking up the stairs. You're like, whoa, I'm sort of like blood rush to the head or something. And you continue to go up. Now, here there's sort of this opening way. It's, I don't know, a platform here. And then you can go in the center of this space. So you're on the platform and you're going in the center hallway. Everything is stone here. They're saying, so he made it. And I say, yes, he makes it. He makes it just fine. He has a moment of disorientation, but he makes it just fine. He knows where he wants to go, and he is going there just fine. They're saying again, so he goes there just fine. I say yes. You say you are correct. He goes there just fine. Without fail, he goes there, he makes it, and he's just fine. And he is now in a state of joy and peacefulness. They show me a tunnel that is created from this. It looks like a tunnel of light, but it's also a tunnel of spiritual flame. It's absolutely gorgeous. There is quite a dragon here. Nothing about this dragon is dark or evil, although it has black scales. But when it blows all this flame out, it creates a circular sort of giant flame tunnel. It's absolutely gorgeous and totally welcoming. I know it sounds maybe it sounds a little scary, but it's totally beautiful. It's like all the lights and all the colors, it's sort of blended into this beautiful flame of light, and it's creating a massive tunnel, and everything is understood and known. You are not coming here to slay the dragon. No harm is done to you. You are smiling. You put your hand out in order to touch the dragon's hand. There is an agreement or bond you both share with each other. There is understanding you both have in what this means. They're showing me you now on a throne, sitting down and looking across so you walk up to a throne, sit down and turn. You turn and sit down. And now you see the room that you are in. There's some purple color, blue and red. And some sort of golden as well. And then this sort of blue hue from all these sort of blue gray stones. And then light coming in on either side. You understand your place and purpose in this role. You're wearing a crown. There's nothing egotistical about you. It is just understood. There's balance on both sides of the room. There's balance in the way you are sitting and understanding your role or position as a man. That changes the understanding. They're showing me a new version of the truth. There is an exploration of your role as a man, and it feels something about it has a flicker of imbalance to it. Your role as a king makes sense, but being a king as a man is, it's sort of like any old Joe in just feeling like a king in relationship or in it's just something is out of balance. If you are a king and now you have a country to rule, it makes sense. Your behaviors have to follow suit. But somehow, if you were to be, a king, and something is not quite balanced about it. And when it comes to relationships or such, there's something imbalanced about it. You're not that. This needs to be, there's something here. It's created an energy reflection that we are helping to bring up and out. There's a moment where it is being explored, it's being pulled up and out. I have nothing more to say about this. I'm just waiting and examining all of the scenes I've seen so far. They're showing me that what comes out is sort of got a light yellow hue to it. It has a density to it. It was an energy that needed to be released from your reflection. And you were ready to release it. You chose to. There are other angels now coming into this scene where you are a king in a throne room. And there's basically an angel that comes from each of the corners of the room and then descends down, and now 4 angels are coming before you. You are taking your crown off your head, you're setting it down, you're walking down the steps and greeting the angels. You're not choosing to wear this attire or be this anymore. You're taking your robes off. You just want to be a man. But it's not in that way. It's more so saying, I resign. I'm choosing to resign now. It has something to do with that. It's something like you're never going to... That's the best I can define it. You're taking your crown off. You're okay letting go of the responsibility. But you're also removing the robe or the entitlement to be king. The angels are here to help you with this transition. There are 4. These ones are... Oh, how would I even describe them? They're at a distance, so I can't make out perfect details, but they're glittering like I don't know, shimmering, glittering. They've got rubies. There's some gemstones. Their attire is sort of glistening and glimmering with gemstones all over, and it's like more fitted, but I can't tell if they're male or female. Even the wings seem to have. It's like the wings are even made out of gemstones and glittery things. And the hair or the face is also, and they all each look the same. 4 identical angels, glittering, glitzing. One is like I don't know. It's not purple. It's like a purple pink color, I guess, but it's not so much pink as it is purple. One has got a blue hue to it, but again, it's like blue or blue gold or something. And the other one is more like gold silver, and then one is white, but it's not perfectly white. It's glittering, and it's got like a silvery white to it. And so they're all here right now. And you're standing before them. There is an understanding between you all. So I'm just watching this. You are showing yourself for who and what you are. It feels like this is a reflection of how you were feeling at the beginning, where you feel very tired. And you are a man, and you're very tired. And that is the man that is standing before the angels. He's removed everything that signified his entitlement, and now he is just a man. It's the best I can define it. He's just a man right now. This is healing. This is good. They each have one hand upon him. So each one of the angels is helping to carry. He's laying down flat on the angel's hands, and each angel is helping to carry him. It's sort of opening up. This castle sort of room, throne room, is opening up. There's light coming in from heaven. There's sort of scenery or images of what is like a church, the inside of a church. And these angels are taking care of him now. There's music being played. It is being played in the physical, but in the spiritual. In the spiritual, it's so much more exciting. It's so much more alive and beautiful and welcoming and joyful and rejoicing. But here it's sort of like church music. It's not making me feel like moving and grooving right now. It makes me feel like I'm gonna go take a nap now. But there is a definite flavor of being respectful. It's just really peaceful. All I feel is peacefulness and healing. Everything else that was the past is a part of the past and has nothing to do with this release, this transition, this experience of relief. It's like everything else, all of the scenes that we've seen, all of the scenes that were sort of dark and feeling defeated and have a hook and, sweater nail and man that is going underneath the floor. And it just, all these scenes and this really long journey just to get to the castle wall, it just, all the scenes are just evaporating. They're just a part of the journey of life and the experience of life. And they're not part of the transition, which is so beautiful. It is so welcoming. It's so peaceful. It's soft. It's like all the brightest colors just got really melded into really a soft, sort of just white, soft light. It's like the sensation of a pure white feather that's perfectly soft, and it's just against the cheek, and it's just like, wow. It feels so soft. It's so peaceful. You watch a feather slowly fall to the ground, and it's just it's something so peaceful, so innocent, so healing, so freeing. You just see the feather fall to the ground and then stop, and it never stops looking so soft and peaceful. Feather. There is just so much love here and energy. That's all they're showing me. That's all I can share with you. Okay, Milos, well, that is your spiritual healing. So, I hope you find some relaxation, some peacefulness, some comfort in this, okay? And thank you very much for this experience. And for those of you watching, if you're interested in spiritually healing with me or a psychic reading, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.